23rd frame. Mark Allen to break.
Quite an aggressive break-off for Mark Allen. He plays quite a thick contact off the reds, and that's the risk you take. One comes back up to this end of the table, and I think this is on to left middle. Probably take the cue ball in and out of balk.
One.
I'm not sure if there's a natural angle to pot the blue and come off two cushions. The red that's closest to the right cushion and just drop on that to the right corner. Yeah, nicely played. I think the choice of a couple of reds, the one that I mentioned.
Looking at the angle because he's playing it back into a blind pocket. He's looking away from the pocket, as you can see there.
Seven.
Wobbled a couple of times, but safely in. Can drop on the red that's just above the black. He really wanted to be straight on this because
12.
the black's available into the left corner. Now he might have to play the cannon, which will help.
13.
And another delicate cannon required. The red that he just moved there is available, so he doesn't have to hit this too hard. Playing for the pink this time, which makes it easier to get on the two reds. There might be another one.
27.
I think there's just the two that's available into the right corner.
28.
Played perfectly. Well, he can choose what he wants to do here. He can go into the bunch. He can play for that single red. Into the bunch it is, and how's your luck? He's lost the white a little bit. That's not the cannon he was after there, Stephen.
No, he didn't play this well.
33.
He knows he didn't play this well. He wanted to hit that red full in the face, or even just to the right of the red as we look. Didn't get into the cue ball enough. It was the right shot again. Is he tempted by the double?
John Higgins,
well, he's one
33.
of the best players we've ever had in the game at playing a double. He thought he could take it on and leave things safe, but if the red catches the jaw, you're never sure where it's going to finish.
One.
A little awkward here. This still needs a good shot. But we've seen so many times this player under pressure, how good he is.
5.
And he made that look easy.
It just shows you this game. And we're dealing fractions of millimetres of precision. If John Higgins hits that bunch of reds a millimetre to the right of where he did, he probably opens the reds up, creates an opportunity, and there's a good chance he would have won the frame at that visit. But as I say, that millimetre or two out of position makes such a difference at this level.
13. 14.
They're also covering each other into the other
21.
corner pocket, so not straightforward just yet. Might be after this next
22.
shot. one that just passes into the right corner.
29.
But he could have done with the cue ball being a bit further. And look what's happened there. Just shows you the tension of the
Mark Allen,
Crucible
29.
Theatre and not getting on that resi intended. And the one consolation, he hasn't left anything easy for John.
Yeah, if he wasn't bridging over the green, he would have played the right-hand side of those two reds. He'd have gone for that one into the right corner pocket.
Just made sure he got a good cue ball, but he's anxiously looking, as Mark, to see if the brown has covered everything. He's unlucky. Brilliant pot.
One.
Didn't want to cannon the black though.
John Higgins, 1.
Very well played. Missed the red completely, but there was a lot of noise from the other side of the arena. Now we've got a problem.
And a miss. Mark Allen, 4.
Because he'll be warned, and if he misses it this time, he'll lose the frame. There is a shot on that, I can't remember who played it earlier in the competition. When it's tight on the cushion, the ball, you hit it full ball and it double kisses it back up the table, but he can get back round off this one that's near the black spot. He hit it too thick. Wasn't a difficult escape, that, you know.
Yeah, I didn't think he wanted to aim even quarter ball and then flick a bit of side on unwanted side and miss it completely.
He's played this well. Beautifully judged.
6. Seven.
Needs to keep rolling this one. He's come up short. Now he's got to force it in. That's a pretty good effort.
12.
Yeah, that last
13.
blue was a beautiful strike of the cue ball, and under this pressure, it's so hard to deliver your cue right through the cue ball smoothly because your grip in hand just seems to get tighter and tighter unintentionally.
Well, he needs a good kiss here, and he hasn't had it.
18.
He's had a quick look at the scoreboard. He's 21 in front, so he's going to need both reds. That's the sort of path that he could take to get in behind the pink. But he'd be wary of the red also. But he's going the other way. He's made sure he kept the red safe.
Mark Allen, 18.
Didn't want to play the shot Dennis suggested. I think he was scared of putting a red on, taking the black out, or the other red. Is he taking this on? With a red on the side cushion. That's a bit of insurance.
Great pot. 1.
Pushing keeping the pink safe,
Mark
refusing
Allen
that
one.
pot because of the difficult last red. Well, that's not the best from John Higgins. 22 the difference. That might be in behind the brown. He's played it well. Now how does he play this? Does he play it just dead wet? He does. Well, will he be tempted to take this up the cushion? He's left-handed. He only needs this in the blue. This could be a frame winner. He's got a lot of bottle, this player.
He's played a phenomenal frame, Mark Allen. Some of the tactical play has been world class. It's why he's having the success he's having in the game. He's such a tough competitor, such a difficult player to beat. He's got every aspect of the game.
6.
It's not very often you see someone completely dominate John Higgins in a tactical exchange. That's exactly what Mark Allen's done in this frame.
Mark Allen 6.
One snooker needed. It's not a bad effort. It'll be easy to hit though. Maybe a snooker. The pink's not too bad for getting snookers behind. The black is totally out of the game. Very clever. He's moved the green. Has he fluked a snooker? I don't think. He sacrificed where the yellow was going to go. Wonderful pop on the yellow.
Black as well. No, he doesn't.
And the frame.
It's one of the best frames that Mark Allen has played in this year's championship, and what a time to produce it. He now goes 1 up with 2 to play at 12-11.
Well, I'm sure John Higgins has got plenty left in the tank, but is he going to get a chance? That's the question. It's a pretty good break off. He's got a good cue ball. Is that a plant, I wonder?
I'm not so sure. There is space between the two reds. Close enough to squeeze, Dennis?
I think it's a squeeze shot. You have to hit it on the opposite side, do you think? He's had a look at it. He doesn't fancy it.
Yeah, he went for gold there, didn't he, Mark Allen, with that, going for that red off John Higgins' break off. If he'd potted that as right on the black with a chance to win the match.
Well, that's certainly opened the reds up. That is what you would say, throwing down the gauntlet. Boy, is this a big shot. You can see enough of the brown. So much at stake for John Higgins here in this tense crucible theatre. If this man walking around the table was to lose this match, he'd be out of the top 16, which is unthinkable. But none of those thoughts in his head. All he's got
10.
Thoughts on is winning this match.
11.
Pink totally out of commission at the moment. Is he straight enough to be able to get through for the blue here? He had to leave
17.
himself the wrong side of it, though. Through for the black this time.
John Higgins, 22.
There's still a potential of squeezing this plant, you know. Mark's having a look at it, but he's quickly going away from it. He has developed into one of the best tactical players in the game. He's up against one in John Higgins, but Mark Allen now is as good a tactical player as the game's ever seen. That's why he's having the success he's having. This is a tricky one he's faced with. A little bit of pressure on this one. Just getting up and getting back down again. So that is unfortunate. He was on the black at one stage there until that red come off the cushion and flicked it. Now he's on the black there, and that red comes and knocks the black safe. He's got to hide this red that's over the corner pocket.
John Higgins, 1.
This must take you back, Stephen, to the 80s when you dominated. Well, the 90s, sorry, when you dominated the snooker. Late night tension at the Crucible. You've had a few of these.
Yes, nothing better. This frame could become a stalemate with this red over the right corner pocket. Yeah, when you look back on nights like this, they were incredible. But when you're actually out there at the time, you're not enjoying it really. You're not thinking you're enjoying it. You're just wrapped up in the concentration and the atmosphere of it. You haven't got time to sort of stop and think. It's fun.
And all of a sudden, the safety area is over that left side of the table. Did well to cover both those reds. Well, you talked about a stalemate.
I was just thinking, Dennis, this match, it's a titanic struggle, and whoever wins is going to come out tomorrow and start all over again in another 3-session match. That's the marathon of the Crucible, isn't it? That's why it's the biggest test.
He's going to put the onus on John to maybe try and do something different.
Yeah, I'll put a circle up there. Okay, you put the cue ball there. You're leaving these two reds to the right corner, but there's just no chance of getting on a colour. Mark's just, as Dennis said, quite happy just to keep tapping the cue ball into the balls because he'd love a re-rack. I used to love frames like this, Dennis.
It's one of those, if they just keep doing this, the referee, Paul Collier, could say to them, this is a deliberate miscue so that he doesn't That's a wonderful shot he just played. First player to do that. I hope he's watching. Do you remember Ian McCulloch from Preston? The first one I ever seen playing a little escape where he miscued there when he was close to the ball.
He's trying to get the cue ball to the ball cushion. Yeah, great shot. Yeah, that's similar to what I suggested a few shots ago. Okay, Mark Allen will probably pot this red, but there'll be no colour coming after it.
One.
Wow, I said there'd be no colour coming after it. He's done incredibly well to get the cue ball that far up the table.
I think if we have another look at it, Mark potted the red into the right side of the pocket, which gave him a chance to get the white up to where he did. Just watch where the red goes here. Not right in the centre of the pocket. It goes in off the right knuckle, and that gave him a chance to get back up the table.
Oh, and what a bonus the black goes as well. Wow. So a shot that John thought would have just cost him 1 point could cost him the match. I will say, from that distance, there's no way Mark Allen has deliberately potted the
14.
red in the pocket from the knuckle. He was just making sure of potting the red. But it has given him a chance to win the match. And he's overhit this. A little bit of adrenaline maybe.
16.
But he needs some sort of cannon
17.
now. I don't think it's perfect. He may be able to screw straight up the table off the yellow. What a shot this will be. Yeah, he's got an angle to do that. How's your luck, Mark? Not the best. And there's no red that'll go past the one that's over the pocket.
19.
Well, he's smiling away, and he couldn't have left it any more awkward. What can you say about that shot? It was so thin, he thought, I'll have a go. It's a big pocket. I might go in off the other red. And what did he do? He cut it straight into the pocket. Well, as you can clearly see, the black's tied up, the blue's tied
22.
up, the pink's awkward. If he plays over to sort of cannon the blue, that could work. He's got the cannon on the blue.
23.
He didn't want to cannon the red. That has spoiled it. He was hoping to just
28.
slip past this red.
$29. Mark Allen, 29.
And that is pretty good. That's an excellent shot from where he was. He's playing it as if he was snookered here, although he can hit the reds near the black. Twice across, Gotta miss the blue and the pink. He's misjudged it.
Foul. And the miss, Mark Allen 4. Yeah, so free ball.
Do you know it's a free ball? You can't hit the reds on both sides. Oh, can he pot this red? Well, he could. Oh, that could be a mistake because if John Higgins gets on the blue in such a way, he can cannon the two reds and black out. He's anxious, but he's on the blue, and what a huge shot coming up here. He could bring the two reds and the black into play here. He's on the red, he passed the black.
6.
Doesn't have to do much with it, just drop it in. The tension here is unbearable. Can he get over near that circle to leave it as easy as possible? Doesn't want to hit the blue. He bows his head.
John Higgins 14.
Give him the benefit of the doubt because he's marched around the table. If he has picked that out, that is the shot of the championship. He's run out of position, but that shot on the red, let's have
6.
another look at this. Well, the way he walked around the table told me he attempted that.
Yeah, and the speed he played it at. Because if you hit it dead weight, surely just to hit the red. Oh, he's got John Higgins in a lot of trouble here. Or is there a gap?
Mark Allen 6.
Well, what a tense finish to this frame here. Played it well. Playing for a double. Oh,
2.
He kissed the blue, otherwise he was going to take the double on.
Mark
Advantage,
Allen 2.
Mark Allen.
Yeah, the last two frames is some of the best safety play I've ever seen. It really has been incredible from Mark Allen.
Unlucky. That is very unfortunate.
Does he have to go up and down the table for the brown? The green is tightly cushioned. Do you risk dragging it in slowly? If you go up and down the table, you may collide with the pink. That's what he tried.
Oh, look where the green's going. He needs the green, the brown, the blue and the pink.
I think the pink does pot in the left middle, but again, you'd have to be right in behind it. That is a world-class positional shot from John Higgins. To control the cue ball like that was phenomenal.
As Stephen mentioned, the pink
7.
is not a gimme. You've got to get it anywhere near that circle, and all he has to do is just drop the pink in.
I go back to that green. What a shot the green was.
This needs a good shot. It's a tight angle. But it's in. What frame of snooker we've just witnessed here. And John Higgins flies out of the Crucible arena and he levels the score. We've got a one-frame shootout. It's 12 each. Well said, Hazel. This would have been a marvellous final. As long as you get one chance in the deciding frame, that's all you want. He thought he had that, you know. That facial expression tells you he thought he'd got it. Yeah, he can make this. Mark Allen has got his one chance, and this is a very good chance.
Yeah, he's just finished short on the red that he was planning to play. He can't avoid cannon the black.
Seven.
Under intense pressure. Normally if you get past the first 4 or 5 pots, that's so often be the time when you miss. Once you get through that stage, then you start to loosen up and get in a bit of a rhythm.
11.
We've got a few
12.
Available reds, and the one next to the black will come into play in a few shots' time.
18.
Yeah, so he's kind of got through the first sort of nervy stage, and he's in the break now. Try and screw the cue ball to the right side of the table through the pack. There it goes. Hit it beautifully. Still a shake of the head.
26.
I can only assume because in Potter's red he can't avoid contact with the black.
Well, he played that beautifully. He took his time there. That may have looked straightforward, but that had to be so precise there.
Yeah, he really nipped the cue ball beautifully there. As I say, he did make contact with the black. If he didn't hit that as precise,
34.
he wouldn't have got the cue ball past it. What a chance. Again, fractions. John Higgins thought he'd potted the long red, missed it by
35.
literally a millimetre. And will he get another shot?
Well, he knows that his opponent is at the table, and he knows that this opponent has got so much bottle. He's definitely not afraid
40.
to get past the winning line, this player. Still reds available without having to
41.
think about a cannon. Noise from the other table, but he doesn't hear anything. He's in the zone at the moment.
48. $49.
Perfectly played. Well, this is wonderful stuff
56.
here.
57.
This could be the key, coming right up now. How's the cannon? It looks as if it's okay.
62.
No, he's overcut it. More drama, but I think the pink's coming to the rescue.
Mark Allen, 62.
And the other red won't pass the one that's over the pocket. But if that red goes in, the match would have been over. He's not looking at the double on the red. He's 62 behind. Is he looking at this double on the red? This, if he takes it on, must go. And it's there. John Higgins, if the double doesn't go in, it's his last shot.
Well, that's one of the bravest shots I've ever seen.
What a shot.
If you're John Higgins, you're sat in your chair with marks in, especially when you see the cannon off the blue, you think that was Scotland the Brave there, Dennis.
What a finish we could have on our hands here.
$16. 17.
Much easier to get to the two reds from the pink.
$23. 24.
It's okay. The red's available into the left corner as well. Wow, the tension is unbearable here. Mark Allen was just one shot with the rest away from a place in the quarter-final, but that double that John Higgins pulled out to give him this chance was amazing.
Oh,
32.
John, what have you done? He smiles. Watch where the red goes. Off the left jaw. If he pots it in the middle, he's perfect on the black. He can't get on the red. Well, I'm saying he can't get on the red. He's on it, but it's a horrible shot.
It certainly is a horrible
39.
shot, as Stephen says. Well, that's what he's faced with.
Now has he cleared out the disappointment of not being on this red properly to pot it?
I'll tell you what, 40. Mark knows that was an unbelievable pot that he just pulled out there.
Well, I can't give enough praise. What a break this has been.
Not over just yet.
46.
There's so much pressure on every shot here.
How many times has he done this in his career?
49.
This is the key one. It's always brown to blue. He's played it perfectly.
53.
Unbelievable.
Absolutely immaculate strike.
Mark, well, what a match he has played here.
58.
The black to keep him in this year's World
64.
Championship and to keep him in the top 16 in the world. What a frame of snooker. Take a bow, John Higgins. Look what that means to him. Mark Allen will come forward, the gentleman he is, and gives him some words of encouragement. John Higgins, the Wizard of Wishaw. He gets himself into the quarter-final. 15 frames to 12. Well done, both players.